going on, Death Battle, Marvel Comics, Incredible Hulk, Godzilla fans, Kaiju fans, Regan Wilks, Autism Productions here, that's right, RWAP, Regan Wilks 54 here, that's right, and I'm here with my best buddy, Nick.
Hello.
And today we're going to react to Hulk vs. Godzilla by Death Battle. So this one came out about a month ago, though I have not seen.
We're a little late to this one.
Yep, since I've been a little bit busy with the previous Death Battle videos, like the My Little Pony Death Battle video with the Transformers, the Marvel, the stuff, and DC. But anyways, this will be interesting because there was a Godzilla vs. Gamera, the old video we haven't reacted to because we just watched it. I think we last watched it around, what, like 2021 or 2022, right?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah. Without further ado, the original link is in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe to Death Battle, and let's begin. That's just a preview of it.
The Hulk versus Godzilla.
Marvel's Green Goliath against the king of the monsters. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Animation by Devil Artemis, the one with the Jason vs. Michael Myers.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I can see it like that.
Yep.
What is the Hulk? Is he man? Is he monster? Or is he both?
He's a mean green smashing machine, the angry son of the Gamma Bomb.
A weapon designed by the greatest gamma scientist of all, Dr. Robert Bruce Banner.
But just before it went off, Bruce had to be a hero and save some dumb schmuck who was hanging around the test site. Damn it, Rick.
That day, Bruce Banner died.
And became
He
the
did not
Incredible
die.
Hulk. A pissed-off giant who must be really glad Bruce wears the purple stretch fit.
Standing 8 feet tall and stronger than 10 million men, the Hulk emerges when Banner's anger flares.
Don't make him angry. You won't like him when he's angry.
But it's even more complex than that. Banner suffers from dissociative identity disorder, with many different Hulks embodying alternate personalities.
Like Joe Fixit, the original Grey Hulk. He's a cunning gangster and the only Hulk who's got that drip.
The Devil Hulk
'cause he
is a
was
violent,
the ultimate
overprotective
Spider-Man
personality
show.
that Banner unintentionally manifested as a result of his father's abuse.
Holy
yeah.
shit! Somebody actually drew this?
But the Hulk everyone knows, the big guy, is known as Savage Hulk. It seems he also developed from parental abuse, hence his childlike personality. Though I'd argue he's more clever than you'd expect.
The angrier he is, the stronger he gets, with no limit.
Except for one, Bruce Banner. See, Banner's
I think
relationship with the
Hulk
Hulk
versus
is
Thor Wolverine movie, that was
complicated.
good.
Oh, they hate each other.
Mostly. Occasionally they can come to an understanding. The alter best representing this would be the Professor Hulk, a balanced blend of Banner's brain and the Hulk's brawn.
The buffest nerd you'll ever meet. But what about when Bruce takes a step back?
There was plenty
If
of
he
Hulk
isn't
movies.
trying to restrain the Hulk, what do
Like
you get?
animated
The
Hulk
Green
movies.
Scar.
The World Breaker.
Without Bruce's temperament, the Hulk's power and fury surges, mixing Savage's rising strength with the personality and cunning of a warlord. The Green Scar is no mere superhero. He's a king and a conqueror.
Hulk is strong enough to lift 150 billion tons of rock, jump from New Mexico to Florida in a single bound, and shake all the dimensions connected by the crossroads at once. He was pinned down by the spear of Proxima Midnight, which holds the weight of a star, and was fine. And when we say World Breaker, we mean it. While sparring with Red She-Hulk, the two of them shattered a whole planet.
At one point, he was bound in chains forged from the essence of the first firmament, the manifestation of the first universe, which could bind eternity itself. Not even Galactus was capable of saving eternity alone, and the Hulk just broke it. By himself.
Maybe Thor should rethink calling himself the strongest Avenger, especially since the Avengers first assembled because none of them could take down Hulk on their own.
Speaking of Thor, the Hulk consistently battles on par with him, even when he held the Odin Force, with which he could command his hammer through infinite distances and match the power of Null, who killed countless Celestials. Even without it, Mjolnir can cross the universe in seconds.
Hulk tore a universe apart with just a clap. Good luck with that, Hammer Man. But the green guy's got way more going on than just brute strength.
As the Hulk's power stems from gamma, he can utilize and absorb it and other radiation in various ways.
Yeah, like regenerating from fatal wounds, even getting ripped apart apart by Wolverine barely slows him
That's one of
down.
the best
And the
fights.
angrier he gets, the more regenerating cells his body produces.
It gets weirder. Did you know that if he absorbs enough gamma, he can shoot lasers from his eyes and
What?
read people's
That's
minds? Oh, also, he can
that's-
see ghosts and give him a good old-fashioned Hulk smash.
Hulk can break through
How
the
the-
boundaries of comic book borders themselves into the empty white between panels, a gutter space beyond time and concept.
It's
What,
wonderful.
like how She-Hulk can for some reason break the fourth wall and talk to the reader? Oh, wait, that makes sense now. It's all gamma.
Exactly. In real life, gamma
Interesting.
rays are electromagnetic radiation similar to X-rays.
But in Marvel Comics, gamma comes from hell.
On Earth 616, gamma radiation is an electromagnetic frequency that
The
can
original
manifest as
timeline
either a
of the
wave,
comics.
a particle, or something else. Something that nobody really understands.
Except for Bruce.
That's right. Dr. Banner is a certified genius
Ultimate
with 7
Adventures movie.
PhDs. According to Norman Osborn,
And
he's
the
the
next
4th
Avengers
smartest
movie.
person on the planet.
And that's comparing him to big brains like Reed, Doom, and Tony.
Banner built the Her Collider Synchrotron, a machine that can scan the entire multiverse with the speed of a hypermind. He created the Gamma Core, which could rupture space-time between universes. He built an interstellar radio on a deserted planet without any pre-established technology. He wired up Hulk like a starship, piloting him from the mindscape within. He even built an ultimate nullifier. In fact, the original intent of his Gamma Bomb was to be non-lethal, only targeting inorganic material.
But Thunderbolt Ross wanted something with a bit more boom. They can't blame him.
Fearing its ramifications,
Yeah.
Banner developed the Gamma Bomb on his own, keeping its design
what happens when you
secret.
try
In
creating
the
a
process,
weapon
he
for
tapped
good
into
use.
an unknown form of
They try
gamma
to use it
energy
for
that
lethal
breaks down
force.
reality and
Yep.
mutates it beyond actuality. On that fateful day, he opened
Wish
the
it was that
Green
day.
Door.
You know how we said the bomb killed Bruce? That wasn't some flowery metaphor or whatever. He died and came back as Hulk.
Came back from the below place, the hell beneath hell, the lowest possible dimension of reality.
It's trippy, but whenever Hulk dies, he goes there. Then a green door opens and he goes back to where he was before. Easy as that.
So
It
he's
doesn't
like
matter
a
if he's been
Looper sauce?
atomized, sliced up into
Maybe.
jars, or digested by werewolves. If he goes through the door, he's back, ready to rumble. The green door did get locked into a red door, but he's easily broken through it multiple times. Not a problem.
It turns out that third form of gamma, this
quite
anomaly
broken.
from the bedrock of hell, spawns from none other than the one below all, the dark side of the one above all.
That's right, God has a Hulk, and it wants
Oh.
Bruce to bring about the end of all things. But Hulk just said, nah.
So,
What?
what is
Nah.
the Hulk?
Nah.
An uncontrollable monster? A prison for a tortured soul? A super weapon for Armageddon?
Don't overthink it, Wiz. Hulk
Right,
is
Jeff.
Hulk, and Hulk's
Marvel
the
rival.
strongest one there is.
Next up, Godzilla. Yep, he is a nightmare created out of the darkness of the human soul.
The year was 1946. The press gathered at Bikini Atoll to witness the power of the nuclear bomb. But many leagues beneath their
After
feet,
World War II.
something ancient stirred.
Godzilla, the king of the monsters. He was pretty pissed off over the worst wake-up ever, so he swam to Japan for one hell of a crash out.
Honestly, I'd
Japan
probably do
was
the same
still
thing if I
recovering
got
from the war,
interrupted
so
from
seeing
a
this
stuff like that.
mutilated,
Yeah.
radioactive monster towering high like a mushroom cloud wasn't just frightening, it seemed prophetic. The bomb was just the beginning. Man had sparked the end of times.
Complete with googly eyes, and the most epic roar ever.
Get the show out of that.
Over the years, there have been many iterations of the beast.
Between movies, TV, comics, and cartoons, there's at least 27 different Godzillas stomping around, not including Manila, the Scrappy Doo of Kaiju. Sorry, that's insulting to Scrappy Doo.
Despite the variety,
Wow.
Godzilla
Oh,
is
yeah, just
somewhat
because he turned
consistent,
into a Hulk
so
in
we'll
that
examine
movie.
his entire history,
In the
focusing on
live-action
the larger
movie,
releases.
that's right.
In most iterations, Godzilla is a rare theropod that went dormant for millions of years before nuclear bombs mutated it into a gargantuan
Wait,
radioactive
President of the
monster.
USA
Standing
Looney Tunes?
165 feet tall, at minimum, Goji smashes through skyscrapers with ease. He's so casual about bullets and rockets, they might as well be
Shin
gnats.
Godzilla Godzilla
And the
was
bombs did
crazy.
so much more than just pump up his
And Godzilla
size.
minus
He's
one.
got atomic breath.
A concentrated beam or spray of radioactive
That's true.
heat. With an estimated range of 1,100
Godzilla
miles,
was
it can exceed
definitely
500,000
quite
degrees
something different
Celsius,
compared to the other
almost
Godzillas.
90 times hotter than the surface of the sun.
And
But
shit,
depending
Ultraman.
on how much radiation he's absorbed, or life energy from a giant pterodactyl, he can do way more with it.
His red spiral ray is a supercharged version that doubles in heat and power, and spins.
Or he can blast it out of his back and fly. Well, he could always do that, I guess. Look at him go.
With enough energy built up, Godzilla can blast a nuclear pulse out of his whole body, creating a massive wave of atomic destruction.
His breathing laser can even break through dimensions, like when he found himself face to face with a giant mech piloted by Hatsune Miku.
Wait, Hatsune
What?
There's
Miku?
also a number of era exclusive powers. Shin Godzilla can fire rays from his
Since
tail.
when?
And Hanna-Barbera Godzilla can fire
I'm
rays
quite
from his
intrigued to know
eyes.
where this-
Pew, pew.
Effectively
Where it
a
came from.
living nuclear reactor, Shin possesses a natural phased array radar that can detect and attack threats automatically. And Godzilla Earth, who grew over 1,000 feet tall across 2,000
pretty sure
years,
that's
could
the
make the
biggest
barrier
Godzilla
only
ever.
penetrable by kaiju that
Yep,
can
in the
bypass
anime,
physics.
And don't forget, Big G can ball with the best of them. After Charles Barkley got him his own pair
Oh
of
my God.
Nikes, Godzilla got busy.
Oh yeah, I've
You
seen this
know,
trailer.
it's kind of hard to emphasize just how
hilarious.
impressively terrifying Godzilla can be when you're bringing up this sort of thing.
Oh yeah?
There's like-
Why
there's
don't
like
you
two
find a
sides
better
to-
spokesperson
Man, love the
for Dr.
commercial.
Pepper? Fine.
There's
Let's
like
talk
two
about
sides
when
to
his
Godzilla.
presence
He's
boiled
either
the
the most
entire
destructive
Arctic
lizard out
Ocean,
there,
or how
or
he
he's
picked
just
up and
literally the
threw
most goofiest
Violante,
creature out
which
there.
weighed 200,000
That can just
tons,
do a lot of
or
stuff.
when he no-sold not one, not two, but 3 meteors.
Including the Permian period extinction event that happened about 200 million years ago.
Then he went to hell, fought some fucked up versions of God and Satan, and atomic breath that Space
Oh, I've seen
Godzilla
that
so
comic.
hard that he blew up the whole planet. That's scary enough for you? God, I want a Dr. Pepper.
With such
I mean,
awesome
we won't
might,
get Dr.
he's
Pepper.
battled the most dangerous of foes, like King Ghidorah and Gigan. In Godzilla vs. Megalon, Gigan flew from the M Hunter Nebula to Earth in 24 seconds, and that nebula is 30,000 light years away.
But sadly, OG Goji got done in by the cruelest weapon ever.
The Oxygen Destroyer. Developed in secret by Dr. Serizawa, this weapon could suffocate and
original
liquefy
plan to kill
molecules. The
Godzilla.
ramifications of such a weapon were so detrimental,
But also
Serizawa
be very
took the secrets of its
dangerous,
design to his early
If
grave.
given to the
Yeah,
wrong
he got
person.
lucky. It doesn't matter what you throw at Godzilla. He never really dies. You can blow off his head, explode him from the inside, or crush him in a black hole. Then he'll come back.
Or evolve into an even more powerful form. Godzilla's always possessed heightened adaptation, but many iterations clearly showcase instantaneous evolution.
And super forms. He's gone full shonen and
Those
powered up
might
a few
also
times.
be
So much
destructible.
so he almost kicked off a nuclear winter just by existing.
The king
Even
of
the
the
Oxygen
Tokusatsu.
Destroyer could not permanently end the first Godzilla. His ghost possessed a robot, his bones summoned
Kiru,
another
aka
Godzilla, and he
Mechagodzilla.
rose as an undead revenant hell-bent on destroying Japan.
Okay, why Japan? Couldn't he pick on some other country?
He stomped around the
No.
Americas a few times, but it just isn't the same. Godzilla is
Godzilla.
intrinsically linked with Japan, a symbol of both their devastation and resilience. A reminder of the threat of nuclear war and what awaits those who peer too
Plus, it
deeply
came from
into the
Japan, so it
unknown.
makes sense.
But also, Japan's and Godzilla's
Before
perceived
Warner
territory.
Brothers
To him,
made
a
Godzilla
stomping
to
through
the United
Osaka
States.
is just another patrol.
He's not always so bad, though. He can be super protective,
During the early
defending other
2000s,
monsters, his own kid,
2010.
and sometimes even people. I'd say there's 2 types of Godzillas. The monster of nature's wrath and the guardian of planet Earth.
Well, there is a third type, but to
Third
understand
type?
that, we should first answer a
Shin
question.
Godzilla, question
How
mark?
does Godzilla walk?
On 2 legs, Wiz, obviously.
Ah, but according to Square Cube law, those legs should be
Square Cube
crushed
law?
under his own weight.
Oh god, here we go again.
A creature like Godzilla cannot realistically exist. This proved to be an elusive question for decades, even highlighted in Shin Godzilla, until a new theory was presented in the anime Singular Point. If Godzilla can't exist in our reality, what if he's from a different one?
What? Like he's an alien from another dimension?
Exactly! What if all kaiju come from a higher plane of existence with no regard for the known laws of physics? This dimension
need to
enters
watch
our
that
reality
anime.
in the form of archetype,
heard
a
about that, but I've never
trans-temporal
seen it.
conceptual particle.
It looks
It's
cool.
that red dust that's floating all over the place.
This archetype can enter any timeline to terraform the Earth and all of reality so that kaiju can exist.
Oh.
This theoretically explains why various Godzillas appear in so many universes. They all trace back to one singular point: Godzilla Ultima.
Sporting the white
Ultima.
grin of a demonic Oni, Ultima is vicious. Just walking through Tokyo started 1,000 earthquakes around Japan. Even his own blood is a weapon.
Over 300 feet tall and growing ever more as archetype distorts the universe, Ultima's existence implies a far more complex origin for all Godzillas. Godzilla is a test for humanity, a challenge laid out by an eldritch entity from a dimension we are incapable of perceiving or comprehending.
It's kind of like how when we move an object and its shadow changes. We get why that happened. But to someone who exists in only a 2D plane, the shadow looks like it just randomly transformed into something totally different. Crazy to think about. Come a
So
really
it's kinda
long
like
way
a
from
cube
Big
in some
Lizard
way?
Smash Building, huh?
Yeah.
This shadow, this wannabe god, desires to play with and destroy every single universe.
And Godzilla is its avatar.
Through Ultima, this entity sees the universe as an interactable fiction and can control causality. Ultima himself is a singular point, one of many gateways through which the entity can tamper with reality.
Think of it this way. If something happens that the entity doesn't like, it can just say, that thing didn't actually happen, and presto, it no longer happened.
That's not to say such an event can't happen in the moment of occurrence, but the entity disconnects cause and effect and nullifies events in retrospect without regard for time.
And now my head hurts. TLDR, Ultima tried to
I really
bring
do
about a
like that-
catastrophe that
that
would end
blast,
the
though.
universe in like a week's time. So,
Yeah.
a wacky robot and a time-traveling Alexa used a supercomputer and this familiar-looking doohickey
The orthogonal diagonalizer.
to zap all of Archetype into its final form, cutting off the entity's connection to the universe.
But not killing it. Because while each Godzilla has its differences, one thing remains certain.
Godzilla is immortal, and that makes him the king.
So this is gonna be a tough one to choose.
Look at
King
the
of the
skulls,
kaiju.
And if I
gaze
were
into
dealing
their
with two
eyes.
almost
Now you
immortal
are
beings that can't really
completely
die.
hypnotized.
Even when the Hulk can die,
You've fallen into my
he can
evil
just come
trap.
back.
I order you right now.
Yeah.
Go to
In
deathbattle.gg.
the same way with Godzilla, where
Whiz, it
no
didn't
matter
work.
how much you
They're
do
still
to him,
here.
he's
What?
just gonna probably
No,
either be
Boomstick,
grown
this is
back
terrible.
or
How
not
can I
come
get them to
back.
go to the Death Battle website?
Just tell them about all the cool Death Battle stuff they'll find. Like a bunch of
Absolutely,
exclusive merch, every episode ever, even ones not on YouTube, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes goodies. So how about it, guys? Go to www.deathbattle.gg.
All right, you heard him. Don't make a liar out of Boomstick. Go to deathbattle.gg. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's
It's
time for a
a
Death
Death
Battle!
Battle! Here we go. And of course, it's taken in Japan.
Godzilla has reached the city. So far, the evacuation is... Wait, look!
Escalate quickly.
Yeah, this is more survival for dying.
We have -1 Godzilla.
Yep.
Oh! That's pretty to look at.
Time for me to take over. We don't want any trouble.
No! Hulk stays!
Uh-oh. Here comes the atomic breath. Oh.
You think you're strong? I scan the world! Take out
Oh, this guy got cleaned off.
Man.
Oh. Right back up.
Uh-oh.
Feels like slap.
Oh, shoot.
Wow. He seems better days.
Stupid lizard.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The red mist. Dirt. Jeez! He just got vaporized. That's okay, he comes right back.
I think I understand.
Ultima's here.
It's been days since the battle began, and the red dust is spreading. Godzilla has grown in size, but we believe we are...
Oh! That copter's dead.
Wait, he got the Infinity Gauntlet?
Well, smash.
Okay.
1,000,000,000 trillion to 1 and rising. That's the odds. Chance to nullify the madness behind the monster.
Oh, he was working on it.
2 is to his
He's
5.
using his
The right
intelligence.
angle is 80 degrees. This element is beyond what we can perceive. Like gamma. 1,000 times. 1,000,000.
Yeah. So they just keep going until
So
they
he's
get
just gonna
right.
keep coming back
I
and back
just
and back.
need one.
Until they get one right. He made it through.
He did it.
You did it, big guy. We did it.
Well, I guess that means he wins.
KO! Okay, run this by me. What happened?
It's complicated, so
Somehow I
let's
got
break this
chills
down
from
into
that.
3 categories. First up, power. Most versions of Godzilla can shrug off black holes and extinction level events, tag beyond light speed foes like Gigan, blow up planets. However, the Hulk is beyond that.
The big guy clapped a universe to bits and shook the infinite dimensions linked to the crossroads. In a straight fight with a classic Godzilla, 616 Hulk smashes the power advantage.
But factoring in Ultima changes things. The entity sees all of space-time and can manipulate its results at a whim. No matter how strong the Hulk got, Ultima could potentially negate it.
But Hulk broke chains made of the first firmament, which could overwhelm eternity.
An abstract concept of a being not entirely unlike Ultima's entity.
Even a small piece of the first firmament could break the multiverse. Plus, Hulk kept up with Odin Force Thor, who is also on a celestial level of power.
So the gap in power becomes nebulous. Still, unless Hulk could remove Ultima from the equation, neither held a clear advantage in power and stats.
Honestly, it makes
Especially
sense.
when you look at their immortality.
This was practically a never-ending death loop.
Yeah, they're
Even with their
both
healing
pretty
factors,
immortal.
both could
Yeah.
technically kill each other, but then just come right back.
The green door instantly appears when Hulk goes to the below place, and the higher dimensional entity could always summon a replacement Godzilla avatar. So both Hulk and Godzilla could not stay dead.
Unless they could somehow prevent what was happening in those other dimensions. So let's examine the layers of their multiverses. Marvel's Cosmos has infinite higher dimensions, which themselves are transcended by the astral plane, the superflow, and so on until you reach the House of Ideas, the domain domain of the one above all.
Since the one below all mirrors the one above all, the below place mirrors the House of Ideas. Get it?
In comparison, the cosmos of Godzilla's multiverse is just as vast and infinite, but does not have the same sort of transcending layers above and below. This means the below place, the Hulk's respawn point and source of power, is out of the entity's reach.
So the real question is, if they both can't die and Ultima's entity can't affect the below place, could Hulk somehow stop the entity before it destroyed the universe?
It all comes down to Gamma and Archetype. Ultima was defeated in the anime by using a trans-temporal superdimension calculator operating at infinite speeds to activate the orthogonal diagonalizer, turning Archetype against itself.
Ultima endlessly spews this stuff, so there's plenty to work with. And Hulk can reach into comic book gutter space, so he should be able to reach through a singular point. But that's not enough.
Fortunately for Hulk, it just so happens he knows someone who, like scientists who have
smartest
defeated
man
Godzilla
out
in the
there.
past, is an expert on particles from
Top
a greater
4
dimension that
smartest man.
mutate reality beyond our understanding.
Who made a device with those particles that breaks space-time, like the diagonalizer? Who made a supercomputer that scanned the infinite multiverse with the speed of a hypermind, like the dimension calculator? Hell, the guy made an interstellar radio out of sticks and stones in a matter of days, and even built an ultimate nullifier. It's like he was made for this.
The Green Door waits for no Hulk, including Banner. Even if Ultima's catastrophe destroyed the universe, the door could deposit Banner in a different universe and he could continue the fight.
He had all the time in the infinite multiverse.
There was only one way this could end, and only one person who could make it so.
Even among gods and monsters, man was the Ultima weapon.
The winner is Bruce Banner.
Bruce Banner.
Next time on Death Battle.
Except that the next one is Ruby and Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Subscribe and
I
join
don't
as a
really know
member to
much
see
about that
more
one,
Death
but
Battle.
it'd be
Thanks
quite
for
intriguing
watching.
to watch.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts of this?
I'd say it was quite a very intriguing one for sure, especially the fact that got a bug guy against a more
A
indestructible.
kaiju
Yeah.
that destroys cities. But it was actually good. You know, like being a monster and smartest, and the other one is monster and like destroys cities.
And they're both very immortal, so like even when one dies, the other one will come back.
Yeah.
So this one was a very tough one to defeat.
Anyways, if you guys know, hit the like, favorite, comments down below, subscribe, and tap the bell with notifications, and then we'll see y'all later for another Death Battle reactions. Later!
Bye.